Graham, what are your thoughts after that? A much improved performance, certainly from last weekend.
We lost the game of football, so obviously, naturally, you're going to be disappointed. I was pleased with their work rate, their effort, and their commitment. They bought into the game plan. I gave them individual tasks during the week which we worked on, and I thought they gave it a right go. Disappointing to lose the game, obviously, but the 2 goals against were again preventable.
And Stephen Payne came so close to grabbing you a point right at the end.
Yeah, on the same token, their guy hit the crossbar. He came so close to making it 3-1 to them. So, we've been here before. Hard luck stories, woodwork, crossbars, things like that. The game is about keeping the ball out one end and putting it in the other end. It hasn't changed. It's a pretty basic, pretty simple game. Keep it out one end and put it in the other. We've let it in twice today, and we've only put it in the other end once. We lose a game of football.
How much positives will you take away from it? Obviously a tough place to come against a team that are third in the league. There must be a fair few positives.
Yeah, listen, as I said to the players after the game, coming to Sunderland and getting beat at Sunderland is not going to determine our campaign. It's not going to dictate where we finish at the end of the season. It's not going to determine survival or whatever it may be. The games that are coming up, they're the ones that will dictate where we finish at the end of the season. They're the ones that will dictate where we are in the table and dictate our futures. Sunderland, listen, it's a tough place to come. We all know that, but it was right up my street. I love the fight, the battle. That's right up my street. And I had a number of players out there today who seemed to enjoy it and revel in it, and a chip off the old block, to want of a better phrase. And I was relatively pleased with several individuals.
And one of the games that will perhaps determine how you finish this season will be with Fleetwood. How much of this is a big building block towards that match?
When is Fleetwood?
It's next week, is it?
Listen, the last 24 hours has absolutely been a whirlwind. I have no idea. Only for football today, I wouldn't even know it's a Saturday.
But I suppose this performance will then be a good building block into that game.
Listen, put it this way, I'd love to be here for next Saturday.
Okay, well, I suppose we will see. A few mentions. Tariq Holmes-Dennis given a first league start. How do you think he did?
I was relatively pleased with Tariq. I gave him a job to do. I wanted balance. I wanted 2 left footers on the left side and 2 right footers on the right. I was looking for a little bit of balance, and I was looking for when the 2 lads roll in off the wing and allow the fullbacks to go around on the outside. Sunderland's fullbacks get around on the outside and they hurt you. I was looking for defensive-minded players, one with Tariq and Rodman, which is more attacking-minded. But I gave them the 2 jobs to do, and I thought they'd done them diligently. And I suppose you're going to point out their right back scored a goal. Tariq has made 1 error today, and he's allowed the boy to run off him for the goal. Other than that, I thought he acquitted himself well. His first senior appearance for the football club, I was pleased. It's now about getting Tariq fit, getting him healthy, getting some game time under his belt, and getting him moving forward.
And Alex Jakubiak was another one that was given an opportunity again that caused them some problems.
Yeah, well, the game was ready made for a player of Alex's ability and his quality. He's not quite at that stage in his career yet where you want him coming, showing the feet and linking play. Alex was, for us today, he done a brilliant job. He stuck to what we asked him to do. He went in behind. He was a constant threat in behind. And for me, we've been a little bit predictable over the course over the season. And today we offered just a little bit different. We offered a little bit of a threat down the side and a little bit of a threat in behind. And the game got away from us as soon as I had to take Alex Kubiak out of the centre forward position. It was dictated to me by injuries. It dictated the subs were not ideally. I didn't ideally make them. They were forced upon me, and that kind of knocked us out of a bit of a rhythm. That kind of knocked us our game plan. And from when the 3 lads came off the bench, I didn't think they affected the game as I would have hoped or as I would have wanted.
And you mentioned a couple of injuries. Liam Serkin we saw come off, and no Chris Lyons as well in the matchday squad. What's the updates on those guys?
Well, listen, if you're talking about injuries, you best speak to the physio. I ain't no medical expert, but we've also got Sinks as well, who's struggling. But like I say, we just need to get a healthy and a fit squad. We need to get some game or some training time into them. We need to get some structure. We need to get some maybe the lads that aren't on the bench or in the squad, we need to get them game time, and we just need a little bit of, here I am, Jesus, a little bit of time, but who knows whether we have the time or not. But I was relatively pleased. There was a game plan put in place. There was and the lads stuck to it, and we were relatively pleased. But the be all and the end all is we've lost a game of football.
And just a final one from me, Graham, apologies, it's a long one today, but obviously you've referred to the build-up and the last couple of days must have been chaos for you. We know that you have been invited to put your name in the hat for the managerial job. Are you going to do that?
I'm here to talk about the game today. I can talk about the last 24 hours, but what goes on, then powers will decide that. It's not my decision. I'm going to go home now. I'm going to spend the evening with my wife and kids, and after that, what will be, will be.
Fair enough. Thank you very much.